1, Ileana Carrillo. Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 6, Layla Hassan. Batting 8th, the center fielder, the catcher, number 9, Cami Anson. Batting 9th, the second baseman, number 4, Nadia Gutierrez. And pitching for the Wolves this afternoon, number 3, Emily Castle. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chandler Wolves. Let's meet the home team today, your Pedri Pumas. First, the non-starters. Number 16, Cheyenne Becker. Number 22, Jennifer Singh. Number 15, Aubrey Foley. Number 3, Haley Spencer. And number 8, Anicia Gomez. And now for the starters. Leading off in pitching, number 10, Sage Stutz. Batting second, playing second base, Sammy Gorgeou. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 11, Chloe Crayson. Batting fourth, playing center field, number 13, Siena Reid. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 17, Kylie Huff. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 14, Kaylee Cates. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 12, Brynlee Spencer. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 0, Elise Enriquez. And batting ninth and catching number 2, Ashley Cush. Ladies and gentlemen, the Perry Pumas. Before we ask you to stand for the national anthem, we want to recognize today that the Chandler pitcher, Sage Stutz, is celebrating a birthday today. Can we have a hand for Sage Stutz? Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Perry High School. Pumas coming out tonight. Puma softball going up against the Chandler Wolves. Pumas coming into this game 11-4. The Wolves coming in 10-6. This 6A CUSD matchup. Pitching for the Pumas this evening, or this afternoon, excuse me, going to be Sage Stutz. Number 10 on the mound for the Pumas. Starting lineup for your Perry Pumas tonight out in right field. Number 8, Anissa Gomez. Over in left is going to be number 14, Kaylee Cates, in for Brianna Matos, as she was out with an injured foot for this game. And in center is going to be number 13, Siena Reid for the Pumas. Like I said, Sage Stutz on the mound for the Pumas. Chloe Crayson over at shortstop, the senior. Sammy Gorgeou over at second for the Pumas. And we're ready to go. First pitch from Perry High School. 3:51 here in Gilbert, Arizona, and Stutz is going to start it off with a strike. Going to be a ball outside on pitch number 2. Over on third for the Pumas, going to be Kylie Huff, another one of the Perry seniors. 6 seniors for the Pumas this year. That one's going to be driven into left field. Little bobble by Coons. Able to recover, and Chandler only gets away with a single.
Andrea Santillan.
Number 8 for Chandler coming in, Andrea Santillan, the junior. Batting .450 this year. There's a short hit to the infield. She's going to be called safe at first. Little bobble down the third base side. Pumas couldn't get to it in time, and that's going to put runners on first and second here early for the Wolves.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Sydney Babbitt.
Number 23, Sydney Babbitt. Batting .375. There's a hit. Pumas going for the double play. Gorgeou's not going to be able to get rid of it in time, but they're going to get the out at second, put runners on first and third with one out here in this first inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 24,
Brianna Williams up now for the Wolves. Number 24, batting .333 on the season. Gets the first one from Stutz. Swing and a miss for strike 1. It's not even on. That one's not on because that's just giving us issues. This one's giving us all the audio except blue mic. Don't even mess with one because it keeps coming in with crap. Number 24, 4 home runs on the season. Like I said, batting .333. 13 runs and 11 hits for her this year. She's got a full count now with 1 out here in this first inning. Pumas trying to prevent a score early here for the Wolves. We'll see what they can get done. Bright sunny day here in Gilbert, Arizona. There's a grounder over to shortstop. Chloe Crayson able to stop it, gets loose, and the Chandler Wolves are going to be on the board with runners on first and second. Crayson with the dive, couldn't quite keep control of it, and that run's going to score for the Wolves. Like I said, it was bright and sunny today. No clouds in the sky. Temperature of game time, it's about 88 degrees right now. Definitely getting warmer here in Gilbert, Arizona after a little bit of a cold run that we had. Fly ball to center. Going to be picked up for out number 2. Still runners on first and second for Chandler. There's a bunt, and they're going to let it go foul on the third base side. Make the count 0-1 with 2 outs here in the first inning.
The left fielder for Chandler's name is Ileana Carrillo.
Number 1, Ileana Carrillo, the senior for the Wolves. Five seniors for this Chandler Wolves team. That one's going to be high, make the count 1-1. Carrillo on the season, batting .323. 31 at bats with 12 runs and 10 hits. There's a bunt over to first, going to be picked up, and she's going to be thrown out. That's going to be out number 3. Pumas hold the Wolves to 1. We'll see what they can get done in the bottom of the first. When we come back, our score, Perry 0, Chandler 1. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365.
Leading off for the Pumas, number 10, the pitcher, Stutz.
Batting first for the Pumas, number 10, the pitcher, Sage Stutz. Stutz on the season, batting .455, 44 at bats with 20 hits. It's been a pretty good season for Sage. Gonna take that one for ball 2. 2-1 on Sage. Hit from Sage over to shortstop. Fielded well by number 4, Nadia Gutierrez. Sage is going to be thrown out at first. That's going to be out number 1 for the Pumas. Number 3 on the mound tonight for the Wolves is going to be Emily Castle, the senior. Castle on the season, ERA of 4.9, 3 wins and a loss for Castle this year. She's got a 0-1 count. Gonna be a deep hit into right center field. It's gonna break the gap, go all the way to the fence. It's gonna round for a double. Number 6, Sammy Gorgeou on the hit, the second baseman for the Pumas. Sammy Gorgeou batting .333 this year. 13 runs and 13 hits. And here comes the Puma batting powerhouse of the season so far, Chloe Crayson. Crayson so far this year has had an incredible season for the Pumas. Batting .540. 27 hits and 10 home runs. And with 50 at-bats, that puts her at a home run every 5 at-bats. Crayson's had an incredible season for the Pumas so far and hopes to continue that tonight. We'll see if she can get done with an 0-1 count here in the bottom of the first. 1 on for the Pumas. Deep hit to center field. It's going to be short and right center field. Gorgeou's going to round and come on home. And this game's going to be tied. Crayson with a stand-up single. Gorgeou's going to score, and the Pumas are on the board here in the bottom of the first.
The next Puma hitter, the center field, number 13, Siena Reid.
Number 13, Siena Reid coming up next for the Pumas.
Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Kylie Huff.
2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Kylie Huff coming up to the plate for the Pumas, another one of those Puma seniors. Batting .341 this season. 15 hits for Kylie. 4 home runs on the season for her. Takes that one a little bit high and inside. Thought about it, holds back. It's a good call. Going to give her a 2-0 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Chloe Crayson standing on second. Looking to give the Pumas the lead if Kylie Huff can get it done at the plate. Take it low and inside for ball 3. Quick 3-0 count for Huff. Right down the middle for Huff. She's going to take strike 1 looking. 3-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first if you're just joining us. Pumas tied it up here in the bottom of the first. Wolves scored 1 in the top. We're tied at 1 with 2 outs. Chloe Crayson standing on second. There's a deep hit into left center field. Running back, it's going to be over the wall and gone for Kylie Huff. 2-run home run's going to give the Pumas a 3-1 lead off the Kylie Huff home run. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, that's going to be a 3-1 Puma lead here up against the Chandler Wolves.
Now batting for Perry. The left fielder, number 14, Haley Kate.
Kaylee Cates now coming up for the Pumas, takes it high and inside for ball 1. Cates right now in playing for Brianna Matos. Matos out with the foot injury. Kaylee Cates batting .500 on the season. Gonna take that one a little bit outside and high. Eight at bats for Kate. She's gotten 4 hits on them. No home runs yet. She's looking for that first one. Gonna take that one for a strike. 3-1 the count. Thought it was a little outside. She's going to take it for strike 1. 3-1, 2 outs. The pitch to Cates. Hit over into left field. Ground ball missed by the third baseman, and Cates is going to be on first. Just missed by number 8, Andrea Santillion, the junior over there at third base. And that's going to put Cates on base. Brinley Spencer up next for the Pumas. Batting .556 on the season. 9 at bats for her, and Cates is going to have second stolen. Two and one with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first to Spencer. Over into right field. Safe at first. Cates is going to be held up at third. Coach Rob Hehe thought about sending her. He's going to hold her up to be safe. Pumas runners on first and third now with 2 outs. Elise Enriquez, the outfielder, junior, coming up now for the Pumas. With 2 on, she's batting .174 this year. 4 hits, 4 RBIs. Gonna take that one high for ball 1. Two down. Wolves trying to get out of this one without any more damage done. That one's popped way up. Going to be over near the shortstop. And she's got the catch. That's number 4 on the catch, Nadia Gutierrez. That's going to get the Wolves out of it, but not after 3 runs scored by the Pumas. And at the end of 1, Pumas lead at 3-1. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365. ready to go here in the top of the second. Number 6 at the plate, Lila Hassan. Hope I'm saying that correctly. The freshman at the plate for the Wolves. Batting .407 this year for Chandler. It's going to be a little foul off to the first base side. Stutz this year for the Pumas, .295 ERA, 9 wins and 4 losses for her on the season with a .692 win percentage. It's been a good season for Stutz. Has been these last 3 years, and the Pumas are going to hate to lose her this year after this season. She is committed to St. Joseph's College. That one's going to be hit into center field, bobbled by the center fielder, but she's going to hold up at first. 13 out there, Siena Reid, the freshman in center, able to pick it back up and get it in quickly for the Pumas.
Number 4, Gutierrez.
Nadia Gutierrez, the junior for the Wolves, coming up to the plate now. Going to take the first one from Stutz. Be called a ball. Going to go right back to Stutz, over to second, over to first. They're not going to be able to get the double play in time, but get the lead runner. Stutz back to Chloe Crayson for out number 2. 2 outs here for the Pumas. Top of the second.
Number 2, Courtney Scholmeyer.
Courtney Scholmeyer, number 2, the senior, coming up to bat now for the Wolves. Scholmeyer batting .413 this season. .19 hits on 46 at-bats for Scholmeyer. No home runs. Looking for that first one here. See what Stutz sends. Fastball down and out for Stutz. Gives it ball 1. The 1-0 from Stutz. Scholmeyer straight up the middle into center field. And there's going to be runners on first and second for the Wolves. Andrea Santillan coming up now for the Wolves. The pitch from Stutz. Gonna get strike number 1, looking 0-1 here with 2 outs. Top of the second inning, Pumas lead it 3-1 early. After that 2-run home run by Kylie Huff. Pitch number 2 is gonna be down and out for ball 1, even up the count at 1s. Here comes the 1-1 from Stutz. Off-speed pitch goes down and in for ball number 2. I was going to even up the count for Stutz. 2-2 now with 2 outs. Makes the count full at 3-2. 2 outs. Stutz trying to close out the second inning for the Wolves. We'll see what she does here on 3-2. And that one's going to be a ball taken outside. It'll load up the bases for the Wolves. Number 23, Sydney Babick, the junior, coming up now for the Wolves. Loaded bases, chance here for the Wolves to do something. Babick batting .375 this year. On 40 at bats, pops it up, it's gonna go foul. Just over the fence. Oh and 1 with 2 outs from Stutz. Gonna be wild, live ball, and the Wolves are gonna score. A little confusion down there for the Pumas. Thought the ball was dead. It was not. The Wolves are gonna score on that one, and all the runners will advance. So a runner on second and a runner on third for the Wolves. Score is now 3-2 Pumas on that wild pitch. Looks like Stutz might have hit her hand on her leg during the delivery. We're going to get a timeout from the Wolves coach. She'll bring her batter out. We're back in now, ready to go. 1-0 is the count, 2 outs. Gonna be strike on the inside. One and 1, the count for the Pumas. One and 2 with 2 outs. Stutz gonna try to finish it off without any other damage done. Get the Pumas out of the top of the second. Hold on to this lead. See what she comes with. Gonna be popped out into right. It's gonna go foul and over the fence. Not playable. Gonna hold at that 1 and 2 count. 23 still up there for the Wolves. Sydney Babick. Courtney Schulmeyer over on third for the Wolves. Little half bunt, half hit down the first base side. Gonna go foul and be counted as a hit. One and 2. Here it comes from Stutz with 2 outs. Taken inside for a ball. Stutz thought she had the strike there. He was at the count, 2 and 2. Stutz getting her sign. And here it comes. A grounder up the middle. And that's going to score 2 for the Wolves. Runner heading over to second. Not a good throw in and from center field, excuse me. And she's gonna get to advance to second on that bobbled throw. Wolves are gonna retake the lead, 4-3. And Brianna Williams, number 24, is gonna get her next crack at it. Had a single in the first inning. We'll see what she can do here in the second. Pumas need to close this one out and get out of this inning without anything else happening. There's a hit right over to Sammy Gorgeou. She'll throw it over to first and get out of that, but not before the Wolves score 3 and get the lead back. We'll see what the Pumas can come with in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365. Number 3 up now for the Pumas, Haley Spencer. Number 2, Ashley Cush, the catcher for the Pumas. Numbers change a little bit when you're looking from the outfield. Strike high and inside. Coach Hehe doesn't like the call, doesn't matter. It's going to be a 1-2 count coming to Cush. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Pumas now down 4-3 after the Wolves come back with 3 runs in the top of the second. A Ryan drive over to second, picked up nicely, and Cush is going to be out. The throw around, though, doesn't go so well. Ball's clear out into the left. They get it back into the infield. And it's going to bring up number 10, Sage Stutz, back to the top of the lineup for the Pumas. Number 10, Stutz, like we said, had a solid year so far up at the plate. We'll see what she can do here in the bottom of the second, see if she can get another one hit in for the Pumas, try to get that lead back. Down and inside, going to be ball number 2, 2-0 for Stutz, 1 out. If you're just joining us, we are live here from Perry High School. Perry Pumas taking on the Chandler Wolves here in this 6A Chandler matchup. That one's going to be hit into center field. It's going to be just short enough to drop, and Stutz is going to be on first with the hit to center field. Just short enough, a dive might have caught it, but they let it fall and make a clean field on it, and Stutz is on first with a single. Number 3, Haley Spencer now coming up for the Pumas. That's the pinch runner for Stutz. Sammy Gorgeou going to be up hitting now for the Pumas. Stutz is going to head back in with that pinch runner. Coach Hehe doesn't want to take any chances with his pitcher, so Spencer will be on first running. We got Sammy Gorgeou at the plate, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. She's going to take that ball 1, going to be just outside. Off-speed pitch is going to be down for Gorgeou. Give her a 2-0 count. Be a hit over to second, going to be bobbled. They get the flip over to first. She's going to be safe. Haley Spencer is going to be out at second, though. 2 outs for the Pumas. Sammy Gorgeou is going to be safe at first. Way to recover that bobble and get it over to second and almost turn that double play. That's going to put Chloe Crayson at the plate. Chloe Crayson's had an exceptional season at the plate for the Pumas this year. And if anyone's going to bring in Sammy Gorgeou, it's going to be Chloe. Hit over to short. And it's not going to be far enough to get through. Sammy Gorgeou will be thrown out at second, and that'll get us out of the bottom of the second. We're going to go to the third inning. We'll be back in just a minute. Pumas down 3-4 to the Chandler Wolves. We'll be right back. Number 12, up for the Wolves, Jodri Aquin. Gonna take strike number 1 from Stutz. The 0-1 gonna be taken inside for ball number 1. Evens the count up at ones. No outs as we start the top of the third, even though our scoreboard out in center says the second. We are now in the top of the third. Wolves are up to bat. They have a 4-3 lead. That one's going to be taken as a strike inside. Number 12 jumping way out of the way. She thought it was a little more inside than it was. And we have 1 and 2 with no outs. Slow pitch, it's going to be fouled clear over into the dugout of the Pumas. On the infield for your Perry Pumas, Sage Stutz on the mound. Ashley Cush back behind the plate for the Pumas. Kylie Huff over on third. Chloe Crayson at short. Sammy Gorgeou playing over there at second. And number 12, Brentley Spencer playing first base. That one's a short one over to third base. It's thrown over to Spencer, and that's going to be out number 1. Out in the outfield, in left field is Kaylee Cates playing for Brianna Matos. In center is Siena Reid. And in left field is number 0, Elise Enriquez. That one's going to be taken as a strike. Oh, and 2 count now. First Stutz going to try to get this second out quick. 1 out here in the top of the third. Still haven't gotten that scoreboard fixed out there in center to say third. Wow, and a nice pitch there from Stutz. Going to be called low and outside for a ball. Going to make the count 1 and 2, 1 out. Didn't like the call on that pitch. We'll see what she brings here on 1 and 2. Backs off. Gets her sign, and here it comes from Stutz. 1 and 2. Going to be taken high for ball 2. It'll even up the count. The 2 and 2. Umpire says she made contact, and that's going to be a strikeout. Chandler coach going to come over to discuss it. Jana Ray Slayton, the coach of the Wolves. Umpire lets her know on the call, and that's going to be out number 2.
The right fielder.
Number 6, Layla Hassan coming in now for the Wolves. 2 outs now. Wolves still hold the lead 4-3. And a little foul ball there from Stutz. That one's going to be high to number 6, make it 1 and 1 on the count. Grounder over to short. Chloe Crayson on the throw, and they got her at first. Pumas are going to get out of that one quick. We're going to head to the bottom of the third in just a second. Wolves lead it right now, 4-3 from Gilbert, Arizona. This is Perry Women's Softball here on Perry Live 365. We will be right back. We're ready to go here in the bottom of the third. Puma's going to start it off with number 13, Siena Reid. Playing center field tonight for the Pumas. Siena, another one of the freshmen on this team this year. Pumas have 4 freshmen on this varsity team. Gonna take that one high. Make it a 1-2 count here starting off the bottom of the third. Here comes the 1-2 to Reid. We fouled back into the backstop. Is going to be hit over to shortstop. She'll call it off, and that catch is going to be made for out number 1. Coming up next for the Pumas, it's going to be the third baseman, Kylie Huff. Coming up now for the Pumas, number 17. One of the 5 seniors on this starting Puma team. And 1-0 to Huff. Hit over to third base. No bobble, clean grab, clean throw, out number 2 for the Wolves. Quick 2 outs. And it's going to be the left fielder now, number 14, Autumn Coons. Excuse me, number 14, Kaylee Cates. 2 14s on my roster. Sorry about that. It's going to be Kaylee Cates up at the plate now for the Pumas. Down and outside for ball 1. Fouled straight back onto the baseball field. Pumas over there playing Chandler as well. All 4 fields being used, JV baseball, varsity softball, and JV softball, all going on right now against Chandler here at Perry High School. He's going to be again outside, give her a 2-0 count. Wolves like the pitch, didn't get the call. Make it 2-0 with 2 outs. Cates at the plate. There's a hit over to shortstop. Clean grab, clean throw, and we're going to be out of the 3rd inning. Pumas get nothing. Wolves still lead at 4-3. We'll be right back for the start of the 4th inning here on Perry Live 365.
Leading off the Chandler 4th inning, the catcher, number 9, Tammy Ensign.
Hit over to first base. Excuse me, had a little issue with the audio there. Hit over to first base. Picked up nicely, out number 1 for the Pumas. As we start the 4th inning, Nadia Gutierrez coming up for the Pumas. Excuse me, for the Wolves. Pumas down 4-3 to the Wolves right now in this one. Not going to call a swing on that one. It's going to be 1-0 with 1 out here to start the 4th. Wolves have the lead, like I said, 4-3. The pitch from Stutz is going to be taken for strike 1. Two and one the count with 1 out. Here comes Stutz with the pitch. Down and outside from Stutz. It'll make it a 3-1 count. It's going to be right over to Kylie Huff. She'll pick it up and send it over for out number 2. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Pumas need to get 1 more and then bring out their bats, try to get this lead back in the bottom of the 4th. We'll see what Stutz brings to get them out of the top of the 4th. See if they can keep Chandler from adding to their lead. We'll see who's coming up to the plate now. Gonna be number 2, Courtney Schulmeyer coming up now for the Wolves. She got on first in the 2nd inning with that little blooper into right. And with a couple of hits, the Wolves had that 4-3 lead. It's gonna be down and inside for ball number 2, 2-0 coming to Schulmeyer. To Schulmeyer, going to be down and a little bit outside. Stutz didn't like it, thought she had it in there. Did not. It makes it a quick 3-0 count. Here comes the 3-0. Going to be taken for a strike. Schulmeyer was walking away from the plate, thought she had the walk. I'm just going to call it a strike. Definitely did look a little high and outside for Schulmeyer. She's gonna have to stay in there with a 3-1 count. Here comes Stutz. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Strike number 2, taken looking from Schulmeyer. Sage able to make it a full count. Let's see if she can finish here with 1 more strike, get the Pumas out of this thing without anyone on base. Let's see what Stutz comes with right here. Over to third base, diving catch is Kylie Huff. Pumas get out of that one. 3 quick outs and a quick top of the 4th. We'll be right back to see if the Pumas can get their bats going in the bottom of the 4th here on Perry Live 365. We'll be right back.
first baseman, number 12, Spencer.
Ready to start the bottom of the fourth. Number 12 in there, Brentley Spencer for the Pumas. See if she can get things started off. Get the Pumas going again, get that lead back. That one's gonna be high for ball number 2. She'll start it off with a 2-0 count. For ball 3, 3-0. No outs here. Top of the fourth. Chance for the Pumas to get a base runner on. That's going to be ball 4, and the go-ahead run for the Pumas is going to be coming to the plate. It's going to be number 0, Elise Enriquez. Coming in now for the Pumas. That's that go-ahead run at the plate now. Tying runs on first for the Pumas. See if they can keep it going here. No outs, no balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Chandler leads it 4-3 here in Gilbert, Arizona. Catcher's gonna come out. Quick little pitching meeting, it looks like. Let's see, we might have a pinch runner. That's what it looks like. We're gonna have a pinch runner heading over to first for the Pumas. Haley Spencer is gonna be running for number 12, Brentley Spencer. Out here in Gilbert, Arizona, still sitting at about 86 degrees. Got a little bit of a breeze now. Makes that feel a little bit cooler for us, but the sun's still beating down here on this sunny day, sunny softball game. 4:45 is our current time here in Gilbert. That one's gonna be hit over to the right side, tossed up to first base. That's gonna be out number 1. But number 3, Haley Spencer, is going to advance to second. Now Pumas have a runner in scoring position with number 2, Ashley Cush, coming to the plate. One out, and here comes Cush to the plate. It's going to be taken high for ball 1. Have the tying run at second. Fish is going to take one low for a strike. Even up the count at 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Working hard up there. Come on. Just put her in a hole.
Going to be a hit up the middle. She'll get back to second. The out is made at first. Now the Pumas have 2 outs. With a runner on second, really looking to score that runner. Try to get this game tied back up. Number 10, Sage Stutz, coming to the plate now, batting 2-0 on the day. Looking for a third hit right here, Sage.
Hey, 2 outs, get a good jump.
Celebrating her 18th birthday today.
Look to score, Henry, look to score.
Looking for a third hit. Try to get this game tied at 4. She takes ball 1, low and outside. One and 0 to Stutz with 2 outs. Over to third. It's grabbed, bobbled on the throw. Runner's coming home. Sage is going to be safe at first. The runner's going to soar, and we have a tie ball game at Perry High School. Pumas tie it up. It's now 4-4. And Sage Stutz is going to be on first. Tight hit right down the third base line. It was a tough grab, low throw, and the first baseman could not quite make the play. Ball rolled back to the dugout, and the Pumas were able to score. That's going to be number 12. Coming into pinch run for the Pumas. Number 6, Sammy Gorgeou now up for the Pumas. That go-ahead runner is on first. Sage Stutz, though, did exactly what the Pumas needed, got that hit down, and was able to get this game tied up. And here comes Sammy Gorgeou at the plate. Number 6, one of those 5 seniors for the Pumas. Hit right up the middle, over to second base. Just gets the foot down at second base. That's going to be out number 3, but not before Sage Stutz gets a hit right down the third base line, and with a little bobble at first, the Pumas are able to tie this game up. We'll be right back to start the 5th here on Perry Live 365. We'll be right back.
Asante.
We're ready to go here to start at the top of the 5th. Number 8's going to start it off for the Wolves, Andrea Santillion. That foul ball heads right back towards my cameraman on top of the dugout.
Good catch.
One and one now the count. We tied it up there in the bottom of the 4th. If you're just joining us, Pumas had a runner on second. Sage Stutz got a hit right down the third base line. There was a bobble at first base on the play, and that runner at second was able to score. Pumas tie it up at 4 after being down 4-3. We're in the top of the 5th. 2-1's the count, no outs from Stutz. That one's going to be called another ball. 3-1 from Sage Stutz. Everything for the Puma infield stays the same, and same for the outfield. Here's a 3-1 from Stutz. Bobbled, Chloe Grayson, and she's going to be safe. Throw can't get there in time. Ball went off of Kylie Huff's glove over to Chloe Grayson, and she couldn't quite get it there in time. It was going to be a tough throw. Number 23 now, coming up for the Wolves, Sydney Babick. Couple of hits for her today. Wind picking up a little bit here. That pitch is going to be high for ball 1. 2-0's the count from Stutz. Here it comes. Inside strike, throw over to first. She's going to be standing on the bag. No play there, but Stutz gets the strike. Stutz gets her sign. Here comes the pitch. Off speed. Babick thought about it, didn't go for it, and the off speed's gonna get her for strike number 2. 2-2, no outs. Wolves have a runner on first. And she's gonna take strike 3. Babick thought it was inside. And that's gonna be strike 3 looking. Out number 1. Number 24 now, Brianna Williams, gonna be coming up for the Wolves. In the top of the 5th. Batting .333 on the season with 44 at bats. Take ball 1 down and inside. That's been the on and off call here today for both pitchers, is that down and inside pitch. They're just not quite sure if they're gonna get the ball or the strike on that one. Throw down to first, she's gonna get back in time. Like I said, that down and in. Yumps been back and forth on that one all day. Stutz does not get the benefit of the down on that one. Count is 2-0. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Hit right over to Chloe Crayson, over to second, and they get the out there. A little high on the throw though. Wait for Sammy Gorgeou to get the foot down. That's gonna be 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Wolves gonna keep a runner on first. Still would have been a tough double play. Number 10, Lily Saucedo, the junior, coming up for the Wolves. Batting this year, .463, strong batting average. She's gonna take strike 1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Definitely a strong batting average with 42 at-bats for her on the season. There's that down and inside pitch. It's going to be called a ball. Makes the count 1-1. One and one, 2 outs. Right down the middle for a strike. 1-2 the count. In the top of the 5th, Stutz going to try to get out of this one. Not let Chandler do any damage and see if the Pumas can retake the lead in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see what happens. Before the Pumas can do that, Sage Stutz has to help him get out of this one. The 1-2. Bobble over to second, picked up by Gorgeou, over to first. That's out number 3, and the Pumas are out of the top of the 5th. Our score here at Perry, Pumas 4, Wolves 4. We'll see what the Pumas can get done in the bottom of the 5th here on Perry Live 365. We'll see you in a second.
Leading off the Puma 15, the shortstop, number 11, Chloe Grayson.
Chloe Grayson ready to start it off here for the Pumas. In the bottom of the first, that's going to be ball one for Grayson. That low and inside pitch, going to get the strike call on that one. 1-1 the count to Grayson. If you're just joining us, we're at the bottom of the fifth. Our score 4-4. Gonna be hit over into left field. Chloe Grayson's gonna be on first with a little grounder into left field. The center fielder now coming up for the Pumas, number 13, Siena Reid. Siena Reid coming up for the Pumas. Playing center field tonight, the freshman. There goes Chloe Grayson, the throw down. They lose the ball, and Chloe Grayson's gonna be safe at second. Ball rolls off into center, and that's gonna be a stolen base for Chloe Grayson. Umpires come over and say something. Not sure what they said to Coach Rob Hehe, but it looks like we're ready to go again. 1-0 count for Siena Reid. Still having a little discussion from the umpires down there. Siena Reid gets back in the box, and it looks like we're ready to go. 1-0 count, no outs. Another runner on second for the Pumas. Chloe Grayson over there with that hit into left, and then the stolen base to second. That one's gonna be fouled down in the dirt. Evens up the count at 1, no outs. Here in the top of the fifth. Off speed, catches are swinging early. 1-2 gonna be the count. Really good off speed pitch there, hung out over the plate. That one down and inside, gonna be called a ball on that one. Pitch to Reid, gonna be fouled backwards again on the off speed. She was able to get a clip of that one. Able to keep that at bat alive. 2-2 the count. And that one's gonna be strike 3, taken looking for the strikeout. Makes it 1 out. Chloe Grayson still hanging out over there at second. Puma's gonna see if they can't get her in. Runners move out there, no one goes. Kylie Cates over there on first, Chloe Crayson on second, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Pumas really need to make something happen with 2 runners on. See if they can't get it done here. That one fouled deep back into the backstop. At the plate. Hit over to right field. My bad. Not number 11. It's going to be called just foul. Number 4 at the plate. Kylie Cates. Kylie Cates with an 0-2 count with 2 outs at the plate here in the top of the 5th. Runners on first and second for the Pumas. Hit over towards third. She's going to touch her bag, and they're going to be out of the inning. Excuse me, that's going to be out number 2. Had a little issue with the scoreboard. Scoreboard was showing we already had 2 outs. Now we have 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Chloe Crayson was thrown out at third. It was a close play on the slide. And now number 12, Brentley Spencer, up at the plate. Oh, and 1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's going to be in the dirt. Catcher able to keep it contained. Runners don't move for the Pumas. It's going to be high for ball number 2. 2-1 the count to Brentley Spencer. Two outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Pumas have 2 on, looking to make something happen. That one's hit over into right. It's gonna drop, but it's gonna be just foul. Missed the line by about 1.5 feet. That would have been a good fall for the Pumas. Couldn't quite get it to catch the line, so we'll be at a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Tie score here still. That one's going to be low and in the dirt. Ball number 3.
Kylie scoring a hit. Look the score.
Full count, 2 outs. Here it comes to Brentley Spencer. Fouls it off. Over towards the third base side. Is going to be able to keep it alive. Full count. High for ball 4. That's going to load up the bases for the Pumas. And coming into bat now is going to be number 0, Elise Enriquez. Already has a hit on the day, looking to put down a second one here and get the Pumas back in the lead. Loaded bases with 2 outs for the Pumas and Elise Enriquez at the plate. Let's see what they do here. Take it high for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle, maybe a little low. Definitely in there, just couldn't quite make contact. Makes the count 1-1 for Enriquez. On the high pitch, she fouls it off. Behind in the count now, 1-2. Hit right back to the pitcher, tosses it over to first, and the Pumas are going to leave 3 stranded. Here in the bottom of the 5th, we're out of the bottom of the 5th. Our score still 4-4. We'll be right back out to start the 6th here on Perry Live 365.
Leading off the Chandler 6th inning, the left fielder, number 1, Siena Reid.
We're ready to start the top of the 6th. Sage Stutz still in there. Bunt, pops it up. Sage Stutz able to pick it up and send it over to first for a quick out number 1. Number 5 now coming in for the Wolves, Anissa Reynolds, the sophomore. Just a little bit too inside on that pitch, gonna make it 1-0 to start off the count. Fouled back into the backstop. Evens the count up at 1s. Hit over to third base, goes to the shortstop. Chloe Crayson on the throw, and they're gonna get her with the out. Ball just missed by Kylie Huff over there at third. Chloe was behind her to pick it up, make a quick, strong throw, and get the out at first. It's gonna be out number 2 for the Pumas. Good quick throw. Good way to back up Kylie Huff. Gets the Pumas that out there. Here comes Sage Stutz with 2 outs. Grounder over towards first is going to be just called foul. Came right down the line. Just bounces foul before the Pumas are able to pick it up. And that's going to make it an 0-1 count for Stutz. Line drive going to be into center field. That's going to be a runner on for the Wolves. Base hit with 2 outs. Gutierrez up at the plate now for the Wolves. It's going to be fouled back right behind the catcher. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Here comes from Stutz. Going to be taken for a ball high. Thrown down to first, but she's back in time. To be popped up to Chloe Crayson over at shortstop. Catch is made, and that's out number 3 for the Pumas. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, see what the Pumas can get done, see if they can get this lead back. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365.
Shy, let's go, babe.
Leading off the Pumas 6th inning and pitching.
Come on, Shy, let's go, babe.
Sammy Becker.
We're back, ready to start the bottom of the 6th. See if the Pumas get this one back. Number 16 at the plate for the Pumas. Cheyenne Becker for the Pumas. See if she can find a way to get on the base. Hit over, just foul to first base. Hard hit. Couldn't quite get it to go fair. It's going to be a 1-1 count for Becker. No outs, starting the 6th. If you're just joining us, our score 4-4. Deep hit, right center field, going all the way back. She's got the catch about 5 feet from the fence. And that's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. That's going to bring up number 10, Sage Stutz. 3 hits on the day, 3 for 3. And she's looking for a 4th right here. Let's see what she can do. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. See if Stutz can keep these Pumas going. That one's high for ball 1.
Well, you know what? Go ahead.
Outfield looking the same for the Wolves, so's the infield. No changes made yet. That one's going to be low to Stutz for ball number 2. 2-0 to Stutz. Going to be taken high for ball 3. To Stutz. Going inside of the dirt, it's going to be ball 4, and Stutz is going to be on first. All 4 at bats today. She has been on base. 3 hits and a walk for Sage Stutz. That should bring up number 6, Sammy Gorgeou for the Pumas. They're going to put number 22, Jennifer Singh, the junior, on first base to run for Stutz. Now number 6, Sammy Gorgeou, gonna come up to bat for the Pumas. See if she can't advance that runner on first and try to give the Pumas that lead. Here it is, Sammy Gorgeou at the plate. Foul just down the third base side. Started off with an 0-1 count. Oh and 1 with 1 out to Gorgeou here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Behind in the count quick, 0-2 is the count. High pitch is fouled off the catcher's mask. Sammy Gorgeou, 0-2. Throw down to second. Gonna be a tag made, and Jennifer Singh is gonna be called out on the tag. High throw, but she's able to get the tag down in time to get out number 2. 2 outs and a 1-2 count for Gorgeou with 2 outs. There's a hit over to the shortstop, gonna be bobbled, and Gorgeou's gonna be on base. And that's gonna bring up number 11 for the Pumas, Chloe Crayson. The senior shortstop. Deep hit, right center field in the sun. She makes the grab in right. That's gonna be out number 3. We're gonna go to a 7th. Still tied at 4, we'll be right back. Perry girls softball, excuse me, almost said soccer. This is softball here on Perry Live 365.
Still remain tied at 4. Let's play deep, come on now.
Courtney Schulmeyer at the plate. Quick grounder over to first. Going to be out number 1 for the Wolves here to start the 7th. We're still tied up at 4. Pumas got a couple on. Throw out at second. Couldn't get anything done there in the bottom of the 6th. We're in the 7th, still tied at 4 with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Number 8 now, Andrea Santillion at the plate for the Wolves. 0-1 count, that one's gonna be down and out. Even the count up at 1s. Grounder into left is going to be a stand-up single. With a runner on first and 1 out, the pitcher is Sydney Babick. Number 23, Sydney Babick now at the plate for the Wolves. I'm just going to say she went for strike number 1. Runner takes a jump over there at first. Is going to stay, though. 0-1 with 1 out for Stutz. Here it comes. Grounder over to Kylie Huff. Gets the out at second over to first, but she's going to be safe. Good play at second, though, to catch that lead runner. Pumas have 2 outs. Wolves keep 1 on. Sydney Babick at first. Courtney Schulmeyer is thrown out at second. And Brianna Williams, number 24, is now going to be at the plate for the Wolves. The count with 2 outs here to Williams. Pitch right down the middle, going to be taken for strike number 1. Evens the count up at 1s with 2 outs. That one's going to be popped up deep over into right, foul territory. Sliding play into the fence, can't make the grab. Good effort, though, over there in right. Slides down into the grass, running into the fence on the slide. Couldn't quite make the catch. So it'll be a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 7th. Pumas trying to keep this at a tie. One and 2 the count. Here it comes from Stutz. Gets her sign, and here's the pitch. Taken high for ball number 2. Evens the count at 2s. Popped up over to the first base side in foul territory. Catch is made by Brentley Spencer, and the Pumas are going to be out of the top of the 7th. No damage done. We'll be back for the Puma half of the 7th, see if they can get that win. We're tied at 4 here at Perry High School. We'll be right back. This is Puma girls softball here on Perry Live 365. Siena Reid up at the plate to start it off for the Pumas here in the bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 4 here at Perry High School. She's going to take it down and inside. Ball number 1. Take that one high for ball number 2.
Look for it. Look for it.
That one called strike 1 looking. Inside pitch, fastball. Caught her looking. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. It's a pitch. Low and in the dirt for ball number 3.
Look for it. Yeah, I'll take it now.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Reid. No outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Pumas tied with the Wolves 4-4. Taken down the middle, strike 2. A little bit of an off-speed pitch there. Full count to Reid. Low and in the dirt. She's going to head down to first. And the Pumas are going to have 1 on, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Number 17 coming up for the Pumas, Kylie Huff. Here comes Kylie Huff, no outs, runner on first for the Pumas. Taken high for ball 1. To Huff. Low in the dirt, she goes to second. She's gonna round, but she's gonna stay at second. 2 balls, no outs, runner at second for the Pumas, and Kylie Huff is at the plate. She was stealing on that pitch and got lucky. Ball got away from the catcher, and it was an easy stand-up steal for Siena Reid. Kylie Huff still at the plate. 2-0 is the count. No outs for the Pumas. Take that one outside for ball number 3. Chandler liked the pitch. Didn't get the call. 3-0's the count. Kylie Huff has some room to work with here in the count. Gonna take that one down and in for strike 1.
Know what you're doing, man. Know what your job is. Come on now. Get her over, score. Come on, get her over, get her in.
3-1's the count, no outs. Runner on second. Kylie Huff at the plate.
That'll work, that'll work.
Hit over to second. They're gonna get the out at first, but Siena Reid's gonna advance to third. And the Pumas have a runner 60 feet away from winning this ball game. Chandler coach is gonna head out towards the mound. Coach Rob gonna get a second to talk with his players over there on the side. We'll let them talk and we'll be back here in just a second. Cates now up for the Pumas, 1 out, with a runner 60 feet away from home plate and winning this game. Pitch number 1 is going to be taken high for ball 1. Grounder over to the side, it's going to be fouled at first base. 1-1 count for Cates with 1 out. Siena Reid standing there over there on third, waiting for her chance to get in there and score. Ball gets away, it's into left field. Siena Reid's gonna stay on third. It's covered by Ileana Carrillo coming in from left field. She's able to cover it. 1-2 on Cates with 1 out. Just trying to get Reid down that line. Chandler with a good cover there. 1-2, 1 out to Cates. There's a hit. Center field is dropped by Ileana Carrillo. No catch. And that's going to be the game. Pumas are going to win it. A final score of 5-4.
Final score, your Pumas.
Pumas get this win, 5-4 over the Chandler Wolves here tonight. Pumas are gonna advance to a record of 12-4, Chandler to 10-7. Both two very talented teams here in this Chandler district and in this 6A region.
Sage, go see Cooper when you guys are done.
Have a great evening, everyone. Please drive home safely. We'll see you next time here in the Puma Nation.
Our next game being brought to you live is going to be next week. The Pumas face the Hamilton Huskies. Always a tough challenge for the Pumas. They will face Hamilton next week on Thursday. Game time is 3:45, and that will be broadcast live right here on Perry Live 365.
She's a cheater. What's going on, bud? How are you?
And we're back here after this game. Sage, first of all, happy birthday, turning 18 today. How's that feel?
It doesn't feel any different, but happy birthday to you too.
Thank you. How's it feel coming to this game? You know Chandler's a good opponent. You knew it was going to be a tough fight. You know, what was your feeling coming into the game?
I didn't really know if they were going to be very good or bad because they lost to Red Mountain, who we beat, but they did beat Pinnacle, who is pretty good. So I just took them as a team that I didn't know how they were going to be, and I just played my hardest.
And, you know, coming off of spring break, you know, you had a break in games there. Got to play one on Tuesday against Maryville. Did it feel, did you feel out of it coming into this game, or did you feel ready to go?
I felt ready to go. I didn't pitch that game. I actually got to play left field, which was pretty fun, so I enjoyed that.
Definitely. And then later in the middle of the game, you know, when you guys were down 4-3, after they got some of those big hits, were you nervous at all? Were you confident in the team? You know, what were your feelings when you guys were down?
I had a lot of faith in our team. I know that we can string hits together pretty easily, and I just knew that we needed to get back up to the plate to get our at-bats.
Awesome. Congrats, Sage, and we'll see you guys next week against Hamilton here at Perry.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And that's going to be all from us here on Perry Live 365. My name is Cooper Richter, alongside my director, Grant Woodford, my cameraman tonight, Hunter Thompson, and everyone else with our crew. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week as the Perry Pumas take on the Hamilton Huskies here at Perry High School. Game time is 3:45. That is, again, Thursday of next week, and it will be live right here on Perry Live 365. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.